Almonds are everywhere. You see them in healthy snack packs, in smoothies, in salads, and even recommended in almost every diet plan you come across. They're often called one of the healthiest foods you can eat, rich in healthy fats, protein, fiber, vitamin E, and essential minerals. But what if I told you that the way you're eating almonds right now might actually be doing more harm than good? It sounds strange, because almonds have such a strong reputation as a superfood. Most people assume that if something is natural and healthy, then any way of eating it must be beneficial. But that's not always how it works. In reality, some of the most common almond habits can quietly interfere with your digestion, reduce how much nutrition your body absorbs, and even contribute to weight gain without you realizing it. Maybe you've been grabbing a handful of almonds every day, thinking it's a perfect healthy snack. Maybe you prefer roasted or flavored almonds because they taste better. Or maybe you've been eating almonds consistently, expecting better energy or visible health improvements. But nothing seems to change. If any of that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. The truth is, almonds are powerful, but only when you use them correctly. And today, we're going to uncover what most people are getting wrong. In this video, you'll discover the 5 biggest almond eating mistakes that could be harming your health, and more importantly, how to fix them so your body can actually benefit from what almonds have to offer. Let's get into it. Now here's where things start to get interesting, because most people truly believe they're doing something right when they eat almonds. It feels like a smart, clean, and healthy choice. But the reality is, there are a few very common habits that can completely change how your body responds to almonds, and most people never even question them. The first mistake is eating too many almonds at once. Because almonds are labeled as healthy, it's easy to fall into the mindset that you can eat as much as you want. You grab a handful, then another, and before you realize it, you've eaten far more than your body actually needs. The problem is, almonds are extremely calorie-dense. Even though they contain healthy fats, your body still processes them as energy. Eating too many in one sitting can leave you feeling heavy, sluggish, and over time, it can quietly contribute to excess calorie intake without you noticing. The second mistake is relying too much on roasted or flavored almonds. These are everywhere. Honey-roasted, salted, chocolate-coated, and they taste great. But many of these versions are processed at high temperatures and often include added oils, sugar, or excess salt. This not only reduces the natural nutritional quality of almonds, but can also introduce ingredients that work against your health goals. The third mistake is not soaking almonds. Most people eat almonds straight from the package, thinking that's perfectly fine. But raw almonds naturally contain compounds like phytic acid, which can bind to minerals and make them harder for your body to absorb. Without any preparation, you may not be getting the full nutritional benefit. The fourth mistake is eating almonds too quickly without chewing properly. Almonds are firm and dense, and if you rush through them or swallow them without breaking them down well, your digestive system has to work much harder. In some cases, parts of the almonds can pass through your system without being fully digested. And finally, the fifth mistake is expecting immediate results. Many people start eating almonds hoping for quick improvements, better skin, weight loss, or more energy. But when those changes don't happen right away, they assume it's not working. The truth is, these habits seem small, but together they can completely change the impact almonds have on your body. And that's why so many people never experience their full benefits. To really understand why these mistakes matter, we need to take a closer look at what actually happens inside your body when you eat almonds. Because once you understand the science behind it, those small habits we just talked about start to make a lot more sense. Almonds are incredibly nutrient-dense. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, which are known to support heart health, along with protein, fiber, vitamin E, magnesium, and other essential nutrients. On paper, this makes them one of the most complete snack foods you can eat. But here's the key point. Your body only benefits from these nutrients if it can properly digest and absorb them. Let's start with calorie density. Almonds are small, but they contain a significant amount of energy. A single handful can carry more calories than you might expect. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're using them intentionally as part of a balanced diet. But the problem is, your brain doesn't always recognize fullness from calorie-dense foods right away. So it's easy to keep eating without realizing how much you've consumed, which can lead to excess calorie intake over time. Now let's talk about digestion. Almonds have a tough outer skin that contains fiber and natural compounds like phytic acid. While fiber is beneficial, phytic acid can bind to important minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc, making them harder for your body to absorb. This doesn't mean almonds are unhealthy. It simply means that how you prepare them affects how much nutrition your body actually gets. Chewing plays a much bigger role than most people think. When you chew almonds thoroughly, you're breaking them down into smaller particles, increasing the surface area that your digestive enzymes can work on. But if you rush through eating or don't chew properly, larger pieces can pass through your digestive system without being fully broken down. That means some of the nutrients inside those almonds never get absorbed. Heat is another important factor. Many people prefer roasted almonds, but high-temperature roasting can affect the structure of their healthy fats. These fats are sensitive to heat, and when they're exposed to high temperatures, they can oxidize. This reduces their nutritional quality and can slightly change how your body responds to them. Hydration also plays a role here. Foods that are rich in fiber and fats require adequate water for smooth digestion. If your body doesn't have enough fluid, digestion can slow down, and you may feel heavier or more sluggish after eating almonds. And finally, there's the factor of time. Almonds are not designed to deliver instant results. Their nutrients support your body gradually, helping with heart health, supporting metabolism, and providing steady energy. But these benefits build over time through consistency, not overnight changes. When you put all of this together, it becomes clear that almonds are not the issue. The real difference comes from how they are eaten, how much you consume, and how your body processes them. Small details, but they have a big impact. Now that you understand what's really happening inside your body, the good news is that fixing these almond mistakes is actually very simple. You don't need to stop eating almonds or completely change your diet. In fact, with just a few small adjustments, you can turn almonds into one of the most effective and beneficial parts of your daily routine. The first step is to control your portions. This is one of the most important changes you can make. A healthy serving size is about 1 ounce, which is roughly 20 to 25 almonds. This amount gives you the nutrients your body needs without overwhelming your system or adding excess calories. Instead of eating straight from the bag, take a moment to portion them out ahead of time. This small habit alone can make a big difference. The second step is to choose better quality almonds. Whenever possible, go for raw or dry roasted almonds without added oils, sugar, or excessive salt. These options preserve more of the natural nutrients and avoid unnecessary additives that can reduce the overall health benefits. Next, consider soaking your almonds. This is a simple habit that many people overlook, but it can significantly improve digestion and nutrient absorption. Soaking almonds overnight in water helps reduce phytic acid and softens their outer layer, making them easier for your body to break down. It also makes them easier to chew, which further supports digestion. Speaking of chewing, This is another key habit. Slow down when you eat almonds and take the time to chew them thoroughly. This helps break them into smaller particles, allowing your digestive system to access the nutrients more effectively. It may seem like a small detail, but it has a big impact on how your body processes food. Another helpful strategy is to combine almonds with other foods. Instead of eating them alone, try adding them to meals. You can mix them into oatmeal, sprinkle them over salads, or pair them with yogurt and fruit. This creates a more balanced nutritional profile and can make digestion smoother. Finally, focus on consistency rather than quick results. Almonds are not a shortcut or a quick fix. They work best when they are part of a long-term habit. When you include them regularly in the right way, you may start to notice steady improvements, more stable energy, better digestion, and an overall sense of balance in your diet. When you bring all of these habits together, almonds go from being just a snack to something that truly supports your health. So when you take a step back and look at everything we've covered, it becomes clear that almonds themselves are not the problem. In fact, they're one of the most powerful and convenient foods you can include in your diet. The real difference comes down to how you use them in your daily routine. When you avoid these 5 common mistakes, overeating, relying on processed versions, skipping preparation, rushing through eating, and expecting instant results, you finally give your body the chance to benefit from what almonds truly offer. Better digestion, more stable energy, and long-term support for your overall health. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you been making without even realizing it? Let me know in the comments below, because your experience might help someone else too. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more simple, science-based nutrition tips that you can actually apply in real life. And if you want to go deeper, check out the next video on your screen where we break down the best way to eat nuts and seeds for maximum benefits. I'll see you there.